Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm talking about you, being the version of you that you would like to be. So maybe you want certain things in life, but the way that you feel that you are, so let's say you think people get chosen over you all of the time, or you lacking in self-confidence, lacking in self-esteem, don't have a great self-concept, down on yourself quite a lot. There's things that you're just not feeling great about yourself in one way or another. Okay, so we hear about reprogramming the subconscious mind in order to be what we want to be. So we convince our subconscious mind that we are indeed this, and then we become that. Okay, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that at all, and I've done that. I've done that where my self-concept is concerned. But the thing to consider is this: reprogramming your subconscious mind is you telling yourself that you have to change yourself. You have to change this version of you. And then your rational mind is feeling a need to reprogram, to take time to do something because it makes sense to it that if we work hard at something, this will happen. So a reprogramming of the subconscious mind and doing it that way is to appease your analytical mind, to appease your rational mind, but it isn't necessary. And I'm saying this as a point of fact from my point of view in my life, what I do now. So back in the day, my self-esteem and my self-worth took a huge dive a few years ago, and it was kind of out of the blue for me really, because I've never really had a problem with self-esteem. I've never been particularly confident. I am now, but I wasn't. But self-esteem, self-worth, never had a problem with that. I would actually say it was quite high. So it was a bolt out of the blue to me, and Anyway, that's by the by. And so I decided, no, I can't be having this. And back then, because this was a few years ago now, I thought I have to change me. I don't have to, but I want to change me. What do I want to change? I found some things that actually I could see the positive in, so I didn't bother with that. I just looked at the main points and I dealt with that. And it took me 6 months really to really feel like I've done that. And I really feel I'm 95% there, and I was cool with that. But I wouldn't do that now, and I don't do that now, because again, that was appeasing my rational mind, because my rational mind thought it had to work hard at something to change something. And I believed in those self-worth affirmations because I wanted it and I had no resistance. I knew I wanted that change. So it did work, but again, it wasn't necessary. So now I'm going to do something completely different. I do something completely different. It's like decide, you see, I'm really heavily into quantum. I believe that there is every single thing is possible. So every version of you is a possibility. So you can decide who you want to be on any given day. So if you want something, look at why you're not, what are the contradictory things about what's going on inside of you and what you feel, the sort of person that you are that's not helping you get this. What person would I need to be in order to get this? But what person also do I want to be? Right, I'm going to be that. So you sort of draw on the quantum version of you. You bring in that energy of that version of you, but then you have to tell yourself, this is not me just feeling the energy of a different version of me. This is me becoming that version of me. So energetically, you are different. So the best way to do it, and how I started doing this, was simply just pretending to be that version of me. When I would be driving to work, I'd be thinking thoughts that that version of me would have, and really sort of delving into the energy of that version until it became natural. And it doesn't mean I'd be doing it every minute of the day, but the more you do it, the more natural it becomes. For me now, I can almost say, it's not completely instant, but it's pretty instant, as in a few days. And it's a done deal, but I've got that belief that that's what's going on here. I can be whatever I want to be. Imagine that the real you, the essence of you, is source. So you are source energy, and you as a human being you're just the avatar. That is the avatar. That is your avatar, and you get to control that. So whatever your avatar is at the moment and behaving and feeling at the moment can be changed, and you as source get to do that in whichever way you want to do that. So again, if what I'm saying gives you huge resistance, you think, no way, I can't go with that, that's fine. You can go with the subconscious reprogramming if that's what your rational mind needs. It's not a problem, but it is going to take quite some time to do that. You can use subliminals to help you. You can use meditations to help you. That will all aid that for sure. But again, not necessary, because again, just to reiterate, your mind is telling you you need that. It's you're appeasing your mind by going that route. So I would just suggest, really, if you're kind of thinking, oh, I don't know about this, try this. Do it, say, for a week, I'm going to pretend to be the version of me that is, and just pick one thing, one core thing that you would really like to change in your life, that you would like to feel differently about. I'm going to be, for a week, that version in my head. You know, I'm not saying go around and act like that on the outside and start freaking everybody out, but just behave like that on the inside. So talk to yourself, see how that would feel if you had this, let's say, that you never felt second choice. You always just, I mean, I like to feel quite neutral about that. I'm not first choice, not second choice. It's whatever. That's what I like. I like that whatever kind of energy. But it's, let's say you want to be first choice. If I knew the likelihood was that I would be picked, and I suppose that's what it's like for me, the likelihood is this. If you didn't have any worries about not being picked, if you were just pretty cool with yourself as you are, knowing that you are a pretty good bet and knowing that other people generally notice that. So in your head, you're driving to work, like with me, I'll be driving to work, and I would be really feeling the energetic version of that person inside of me. But I am also telling myself that's not just a version of me that I am experiencing in the moment. This is the new version of me. This is who I choose to be. I choose to be this. I get to choose because I am source, and I get to choose everything in my life, and I choose this version of me. I choose this version of Evie today. That's what I want to be. So I'm hoping this is making sense. So again, it isn't about changing what is. It isn't about going inside of yourself and picking apart everything that you don't like and affirming over and over and over it in order to hammer it into your subconscious in the hope that at some point you will actually believe that you are this, and you will feel like you are, and you will have destroyed those programs. Yes, again, you can do that. You do whatever suits you, whatever feels right, do that. And that's my rule of thumb here. If it feels good, do it. If it doesn't, don't. So, but it's never a harm, is it, to give something else a shot, something that's going to happen a lot faster for you if you can get on with the notion of it, that actually that's just a potential version of me. This is the version of me I've kind of latched onto and I've become attached to in the moment, but now I'm going to go with that potential version of me. So that's no longer a potential version of me, it now is me. And this goes for anything, absolutely anything. A lot of people ask me about changing appearance with this. Same thing. What if you were the version of you that had that different shaped nose, that those fuller lips or whatever? How would you be feeling? It's exactly the same. There is nothing out of the realms of possibility here. Absolutely anything goes, because everything is just energy. Everything is energy, like money. Money is energy. If you feel the energetic value of money within you, then you are becoming money, and then money is going to appear in your life as if by magic. It might be a little bit, might be a lot, whatever it is generally coincides with the beliefs that you have around money. But if you kept doing that and you just kept feeling money, you'd notice that those beliefs that you have and those sort of old assumptions you have, if you went back to them, they just wouldn't feel so strong, if they would even be there at all. So it's playing around with energy, really. That's all this is, everything. Just think of everything in terms of energy. You are just evoking the energetic value of something, and it feels like it's inside of you, doesn't it? Well, it does to me, maybe it doesn't to you. And you are just playing around with it and seeing what happens. If you do it like that, you cannot go wrong. You're not uptight about it. You might as well give it a go, right? If you don't know anything about me, I'm an author, manifestation coach, and a mindset coach.